Good morning, everybody. Today's going to be a fun one. We haven't done this in quite a few years, actually. When we were doing Sync 60 more consistently, I remember doing this, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times a year. I'd come on here and I would raffle off 1,000. Well, back then we were giving away the S61 keyboard, which was around, I think it was around like $700 or $800 when you bought it new. And this Sync 60 challenge, the cash prize went up, and we're just going to give out cash this time. Because I figured some of you might be interested in a new keyboard. Some of you don't need a new keyboard, so I figured why not just give you the cash, and you can decide if you want to upgrade your speakers, your MIDI keyboard, your software, or just pay your rent. Like whatever you want to do, it's your $1,000. So how this is going to work, we're going to wait until 8 o'clock to obviously pick the winner, and I have a little fun wheel I'm going to spin to select which one of you Sync Academy members that successfully completed your challenge will win the $1,000 cash prize. But essentially what this is really all about is Sync 60 is this kind of community-wide challenge that we've had on our platform for many years. We're kind of getting more consistent with it now. We took a couple of years off of it. But this is a challenge that basically helps all of us to create a little bit more of a sustainable, I don't know how to describe it, but more of like a sustainable structure. I think that's probably the best way. A sustainable structure for setting and achieving our goals in sync licensing. Some of us struggle with this, and I would say some of us in quotes, probably all of us struggle with the idea of I'm sorry, I'm seeing some people that actually had a no on their column, so I'm going to have to sadly remove them here on the stream. So sorry about that. But in order to qualify, now that we're on the subject, in order to qualify for this, obviously you had to be in Sync Academy, and you had to have marked yes on every single one of your columns. So I did see that no there, which I guess I didn't see before. So if you had any no's, I'm sorry, you won't be qualified for this raffle. But I'm really appreciative of you guys that did come in even and did mark no on these columns, because just keeping yourself accountable, that's how you're going to be a winner, regardless of the $1,000. You're just going to be much more accountable to yourself if you're being honest with yourself. And I love when I see people that are just coming in, even if it's a no. I love seeing these columns marked rather than them being blank. I can say by the end of it, we had 30 members, because it started with column 2. So yeah, we had 30 members successfully get through their challenge, which reminds me, now that I removed one of them, I'm going to have to change my wheel. So this is why I'm glad I came on here a couple minutes early, so you guys are watching me kind of adjust this in real time. So sorry for the rough start here, but let me go ahead and figure out what I can do about that. I think what I can do is make mine larger, kind of cover it up so you don't see how the sausage is made here. So give me just a minute here as I edit this. We needed this to go back down to 31. Oh, okay. That was literally nothing. It was such a fast fix. Okay. So 31. I'm going to make sure we got the right number now. 2 to 31. Yeah, that's what we got. And hopefully I don't catch any more no's before we move on with this. But anyways, Sync 60 is about the structure. It's about helping you guys, helping all of us create some accountability for ourselves, to create a little bit of a feeling of I can set, pretty lofty goals for myself and achieve them. And so that's what really this is all about. And I hope those of you that did participate with us and follow along in Sync Academy got that benefit and definitely start to feel that that's what this was really helping you with, because this is pretty much all you're going to do in your entire career is album after album, gig after gig, initiative after initiative. Some of them will be more lofty, some of them will be much bigger than others, but regardless, you're going to have to figure out a way to set a goal for yourself, whether it's to finish an album or finish a collection of 5 tracks, get them finished up, produced, mixed, and mastered, sent off in a timely manner, or pitched off to a library in a timely manner. And the hard part about any creative endeavor, not just what we do, is, hitting a couple of days, weeks of writer's block or lack of motivation, or just not feeling excited about what you're doing, and figuring out a way to get through that so that you can still get to the other end of your goal. And that's what's really very, very challenging for all of us. So one thing we can do is stick together, right? One thing we can do is kind of come together as a community and realize that we will be better off if we kind of help each other stay accountable. We create sort of a public accountability system here, is what you're seeing with this Google spreadsheet. And again, this isn't to shame anybody that didn't complete the challenge or had to mark no. In fact, those of you that did come in here and mark no, I have a lot of respect for you, because that is not an easy thing to do. But the fact that you still went out of your way to mark no on it, it says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your seriousness about yourself and holding yourself to a high standard. So I think that reflects very positively on you, even if you weren't successfully able to mark yes for every single one of these week columns and mark yes on your final one. But this is awesome. Like this is my favorite part of this challenge, is like at the very end, seeing all these yeses on the very end, right? Seeing that this is, we had 30 people, 30 Sync Academy members set their goals and achieve them. And that's got to feel great for all of you guys that did it. And I can't stress, from the feedback I've received over the years from this challenge, how much of a difference this makes for a lot of you guys. That this is really sometimes just opening up the door to having you realize, A, you can do very difficult things and you can set these long-term 60-day goals and achieve them. But also, B, I heard this feedback already from this challenge, is some of you realized you were too ambitious at the very beginning, and you realized you needed to, kind of minimize and simplify your goals quite a bit to make sure that they were actually achievable. And I think that's amazing as well. It's really good. You should never feel shame about that. In fact, many of us probably don't get to where we want to go with our music careers or sync licensing careers because we're actually way too ambitious. We're thinking about running a race when we should be thinking about pacing ourselves for a marathon. So if, you started off with a goal of like, I'm going to have a whole album done in 60 days. And then like week 2, you're like, I'm not even getting the first track done. Maybe I should, adjust this and go down to, I want 2 tracks done in 60 days. What's wrong with that? If that's where you're at, own it. Like that's where you need to be right now. And once you get those 2 tracks done, then baby step your way up to 3 tracks, 4 tracks in the next 60 days. Slowly you'll get yourself to the point there. But that's a much better approach than being overly aggressive with it and thinking you need to kind of like conquer the whole world in 60 days or even a whole album, which is, for some of you, that's what you did. But some of you guys were just, wanting to improve a particular skill set, maybe mixing or mastering, as you can see here with all these different types of goals that we had throughout the challenge. So no matter what your challenge was, hopefully you learned through all of this, like how to set one that's realistic for you, because whatever is realistic for me is not for you, and vice versa for everybody here on the challenge. We all have different skill sets. We're all starting at different places. We're at different levels and different, parts of our journey in our career. So that's what's really cool about this challenge. And yes, many of you have already been asking, are we going to do this again? Absolutely. At Sync Academy, this is going to be a mainstay of our community. I would imagine we'll do another one in the summer, probably towards the end of the summer. So if you are in Sync Academy, you need to also know that you don't have to wait for us, though. Like we will do this as a community very soon in a couple of months. But if you're feeling good and excited and you want to create another album or work on something else, do not sit there and wait for anybody to go along with you. You have this platform, you have this chart, you have all the video resources that came along with this. It's really up to you. Like this is literally just sitting here for you. So once I'm done with this, I will clear all of these entries, and this will be a blank slate again. And you can basically just create this for yourself if you'd like to. I know there's a big difference when you have a community-wide effort going on and you see other people doing it. So I understand why some people wait for everybody to get started, but just know that you don't have to. This is not something that you only have to be productive a couple of times a year. And in fact, I would say your real big challenge in this industry is doing this on your own, because you're not always going to have 30 to, well, we actually had, I think, around 100 members originally that signed up for this, for the Sync 60 challenge. You're not always going to have that many people all going for something kind of ambitious and fun like this. You're going to feel on your own for a good chunk of this business, maybe working with a library too, hopefully. But a big challenge of this is how do you keep this consistency and this accountability with very few or nobody else, so you really have to be honest with yourself. That's why I've been really encouraging and just celebrating those of you that even came in here to mark no on any of these columns. I think that's just much better for you in the long run to be honest and to say, this one I didn't quite make it, but that's going to give me some motivation, hopefully, to kind of get back on the horse and finish it up for the following week. So anyways, we're getting a little bit closer to 8 a.m. here, so I'm going to kind of gear up to do our big raffle. If you are qualified, you're one of the names that I will be entering into this. Please have a PayPal account. I'd rather just send this cash $1,000 via PayPal. That's the easiest way. I guess I could also do Zelle. I'm just more of a fan of PayPal. So if you do have a PayPal account and I do raffle your name off here, just let me know. That would be really, really helpful for me. So I really would appreciate that. But before we get into that, just want to again say congrats to all of you, not only to those of you that are, completing here, finished it. Actually, I should move my face out of the way so you guys can see these awesome names. Of the people that did. Hopefully you guys don't mind your names here on YouTube, but it's just names. It's not email addresses or anything like that. But these are all of our Sync Academy members, as you can see on the left, that successfully completed their challenge. These are the 31 of you, or is it 30 of you? 30 of you that got it. So excited, really encouraging, and just cool to see, a lot of great energy going on here. And it's kind of fun. Hopefully those of you that did succeed, the 30 of you that are maybe watching this, you can kind of go back and, go back to how you felt when you first entered in this first column, right? When you first were writing this down, how were you feeling? Like confident, unsure, excited, and compare it to how you're feeling right now, marking that final yes on the last column. Be kind of a cool sort of dissection of your emotional journey through the last 60 days and what, at any point in any of these, were you ever feeling like, boy, yeah, I got that one done, but that was a rough one. I don't know. It's just always good to kind of do a sort of a retrospective on your journey in this, because when you go through it again and you hit moments of, I don't know, am I going to be able to do it? Or, man, I'm feeling really bummed out. I don't know if I have what it takes to finish this thing. Just remember what you just went through. So hopefully that could be really helpful for all of you guys. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll explain how the raffle is going to work for those of you we got about 19 of you watching. So welcome. Good morning, everybody. Isomatic, DJ, Rob, Ed, Philip, Vintage, Excel, Rob, again, Seamus, and Yele. What's up, Yele? So basically what I have here is a nice, fun, random number generator. So what I have done is I have put in the numbers 2 through 31. Why is it not 1 through 31? Well, up here you can't see, but this is the first column and there's nothing there because that's where our names and Sync 60 goals go, right? So starting on the next one up here is number 2, and we went all the way down to 31 is the last member that Excel, you had the 31. I know Excel actually won one of our previous prizes, so if you win again, man, people are going to be real mad at you. But hey, everybody, it's fair game. We start fresh. I don't exclude anybody. If you're participating, you are eligible. If you've successfully completed it, you are eligible for this one. So I want to make sure you guys all are clear on that. So anyways, I just basically have this number generator. I put 2 through 31. I'm going to click this spin. It's going to spin for about 30 seconds or so. I actually increased the speed because I want it to be a little bit dramatic, kind of like, Price is Right wheel. And then whatever number it comes up with, we're going to go right back here. I'll actually get myself out of the way so you guys can see. Maybe I should go up here. That's probably better. Let me see. Yeah, I'll move it. I'll move myself once we get our number so you guys can see the big reveal of which number actually won the prize. So anyways, really excited to get this started and have you guys join us for this fun raffle as we're here rounding at 8 a.m. And I promise you guys I'd do this right around 8 a.m. One quick pitch: if you're not in Sync Academy and you are struggling, you're feeling like you maybe don't have a future, you're stuck, not very productive making music, maybe you've been facing rejection from libraries, or you're feeling stagnant with the current library you're working with, whatever your struggle is, there is at least 20 people in Sync Academy going through the same thing. I can guarantee you that. We have about 1,000 members in our platform, and it doesn't matter what you're going through. Somebody else is either going through it right now that can commiserate with you and let you know, like, hey, that's a very normal thing to go through. Or more importantly, we have many members that are probably just beyond where you're at. They can kind of reach behind them and give you a little bit of a leg up and let you know, here's how I dealt with that. I've definitely felt that. I've moved past that. Here's what we're doing. I'm obviously on the platform, so I'm giving, any insights or advice or encouragement I can possibly do. But it really is a community effort here. It's everybody kind of helping each other out. So highly encourage you to not only get involved for things like Sync 60 and all the cool things we got going on, but just to be part of our really positive and proactive and solution-oriented community. I think we need more and more of this, especially in our industry that can be very isolating and lonely. Like, let's just be honest about it, right? So anyways, with that out of the way, syncacademy.me, by the way, if you want to go learn more about it. But let's go get into the fun stuff of this video. So are you guys ready? I think we got 22 people now, so we've got a good little crowd here. We can get into it. So I will also post this on the Sync Academy platform. So if you didn't watch this live and you won, you'll find out in the video. I don't even want to post it. I actually want you guys to just kind of find out through the video. I think that's a fun way to figure it out. So, all right, here we go. Drum roll. Here's our big spin for our big $1,000 cash prize for the Sync 60 winner. I made sure it's really slow at the end, just to keep us all on the edge of our seat. How much more does it have? It's looking like coming to life, number 9. All right, big reveal. Let's find out who number 9 is, shall we? We've got Ed Adzima. Ed, congratulations, buddy. You are our big Sync 60 winner. Ding, 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 ding. You have won $1,000, my friend. So, Ed, I hope you have a PayPal account. Please tell me you have a PayPal account. Just email me afterwards, buddy. You got $1,000 today. Upgrade your studio any way you want to. Pay your bills. Whatever you want to do. You got $1,000. So, congrats to you, man. And hopefully you find that useful to update your system or your account in any way, your home studio in any way you see fit. So congratulations, really stoked for you. And of course, to all of you guys that participated with us, we're really, really excited to have you guys do this. If you learned something, if you participated with this and you learned something, post it below as a comment under this video. I think I'd like to learn about that, or email me. But you know, letting me know what was really valuable about this is really awesome for me to hear, because then it helps me. It definitely just gives me encouragement generally about, like, you know, what we're doing here is making a difference for you guys. I'd love to hear that. But also, if there's something we can do to improve it, I'd love to know what we can do. I think the one thing that'll be obvious, I think we'll do next time, is we will have a grand prize, probably like how we just did here, for one member that successfully marks yes on everything. But I think we should have a sort of runner-up prize for somebody that marked yes or no on every single one of their columns, because I don't want you guys to feel like you didn't win, quote unquote, because you had to mark no. I do want to give you guys some love as well. So maybe we can have a sort of a runner-up prize or something like that. So that would be something that I consider for our next challenge. Again, will probably happen towards the end, middle to the end of this summer coming up. So really excited about that. And then I guess before I hop off here, Sync Up tickets are going to be available publicly this Monday. So be on the lookout for that. I will post a video. I will email all of you if you're on my email list. Up until now, we've only been having them available for Sync Academy, Sync Edge, you know, our sort of inner circle members at a discounted rate. And now they're going to be available, the ones that are left, publicly. So I think we have about 21, 22 in-person tickets left. So we got a good number of them left, but not tons of them. We are capping this event at 50 in-person tickets. So just so you guys know. And I have decided that even though the single prices for the tickets all have gone up, virtual, in-person, and premium, those have all gone up, as I promised they would, there will be an option for you to secure those early bird tickets, and I'll explain how you can do that this coming Monday. So just be on the lookout for that. There's definitely a way for you to still get a really, really great deal on accessing this really amazing in-person and virtual event that we're going to have June 1st and 2nd in Los Angeles by the LAX airport. So stay tuned. Monday, I'll reveal more details about that. But once again, congrats, Ed. Excited for you, my friend. I know you've been with us for a long, long time, many years. In fact, Ed's been with us for a long time, getting feedback and being on the platform. So he's been a really active member. So we appreciate you, Ed, and we hope this is really encouraging and motivating for you. And congrats to all of you guys that followed along. Even for those of you that fell off halfway through the session or halfway through this challenge, that's okay. Hopefully you learned something, and next time I want you to be there. Even if you're marking no, just follow along every single time. We really hope you guys follow along and participate with us. So thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic